All right, good morning, everybody. Yeah, sorry, this this live stream is 2 days late. I was feeling a little under the weather over the weekend, had some allergy things going on. I really didn't feel like sneezing and blowing my nose and all that and having watery eyes while I was trying to talk to you guys. But thank you for joining, everybody. I really appreciate it. Uh, this is, I guess, a special 4th of July or 5th of July holiday special. I don't know. We'll go with that. There's a lot going on in the Star Wars community. I wanted to talk about that. And as always, just joke around with you guys for about an hour. It's always fun for me. And I think you guys enjoy it as well. Just before starting the transmission right now, I was working on my next Jango Fett fan fiction. Looks like it's going to be a pretty long episode. So be prepared for that. Hopefully, I can have it out tonight or tomorrow morning. Hey, DR, good to see you. Dawn, Robin, and Edits, and Javier. Good to see you guys. Thanks for joining. Quite a bit of a turnout there today. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was the news about The Mandalorian Season 3 and the Book of Boba Fett. So there's conflicting reports, and a lot of people are just saying that The Mandalorian Season 3 is going to start filming September 20th of this year, which is correct. This is 2021, and that it won't be available for viewing until 2023. To me, that makes no sense. So they're also going to start the season 4 of The Mandalorian, or maybe, I guess, I don't know. But what's actually going to happen is they're going to start filming it the 20th of September of this year, which is just a couple months away, a couple and a half. Then after that, it should be released next fall. There is a second season of the Book of Boba Fett that's going to be coming out, and I believe that will come out jagged years, kind of like they were going to do the anthology films and the saga films, with one coming out per year. But I think it's just misconstrued, because the Book of Boba Fett Season 2 should come out in 2023, where the Mandalorian Season 3 should come out in 2022, and then 2024 will be the Mandalorian Season 4, if they go that far. I'm not sure how many seasons they're going to go with it and everything, but it's really exciting. Hopefully we get 2 shows a year rather than just one show every 2 or 3 years. With all the shows they're working on, I'm hoping that's the way it's going to be. Hey, Bobby, good to see you, buddy. And who else we got? Papa Mike, Marcos, good to see you. Or Peter, sorry. Allison and Panther de Noir. And it looks like got quite a crew in here today. All right, that's awesome. Thank you guys. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Streaming and recording session. What is going on here? Okay, an error occurred. What's that mean? It looks like there's no video there. Okay, maybe there's video now. Are you guys seeing me okay? It looked like I had a little bit of a problem with my video. Yeah, DR, I liked your birthday video. It was good. Thanks for sharing that with me. All right, we got Yana and Sydney in the group as well. Thank you. And oh yeah, Dawn. Oh, thanks, Bobby. I appreciate it. I've been working hard on my thumbnails. I'm trying to get them to look a little bit better. Doing some tutorials on YouTube on how to make a glowing effect with words and stuff like that. I'm still not real good at it. I mean, there are other people that are way better at it, such as Star Wars Meg. Hers is amazing. I love her thumbnails. Star Wars Theory, of course. Everybody loves his stuff. I didn't mean to say that with disdain at all. All right. And thank you, Panther. I appreciate that. Yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. In 2 weeks, I will be going out of town to Disney World for 1 week. I will be taking my recording stuff with me, and I'll probably do a live stream, maybe 2, from Disney World. I probably won't be doing any videos at that time, though. I won't be putting out any regular videos because it's just going to be too much sitting in a hotel room with my kids and my wife and trying to get everything going, make a video, write a script, all that stuff. And it'd just be too much equipment to take with me. I really just plan on taking my microphone, my webcam, and my laptop. I don't really need to take the teleprompter and all that stuff. And it just makes no sense to me. Hey, Billy Bob, good to see you. Thanks for joining. Yeah, so what do you guys think of that news? It seems to be misconstrued a lot. I love Star Wars Meg's channel, but she seems to be a little confused on it as well. With the filming of The Mandalorian Season 3 starting September 20th, 2 days before Star Wars Visions comes out, which I'll talk about that one here in just a little bit. The Book of Boba Fett getting a second season, and them saying that The Mandalorian Season 3 won't release until 2023. So what I've done is I've done a little investigating, and it seems like that's a little inaccurate, but the Mandalorian Season 3 is going to start filming September 20th of this year. It will be released in fall of next year. The Book of Boba Fett Season 1 will be out this December, with the second season coming out in 2023. I think that's where everybody got their wires crossed. They didn't understand The Mandalorian Season 3 is 2022. The Book of Boba Fett Season 2 is 2023. Yeah, I'm all excited about the Book of Boba Fett. I'd like to get through the first season before I get excited about the second one, though, because the second one just seems so far off right now, and I just want to see some Boba Fett action. If you guys haven't seen my latest videos, have been about Boba Fett. I love writing about the guy and making videos about the guy. If you guys are tired of seeing it, that's okay. You don't have to watch them. I just enjoy making them, even if it's just for me, or even if it's just to hear other people's sides of it, because I am getting a lot of, hate from that, but that's fine. I just interact with them and try to stay my normal, non-drama self. Yeah, Don, I don't think they're going to hold it back for 2 years. It seems like it's going to actually release in fall of next year. That makes more sense to me anyway, because it only takes, for a season of any show, it only takes about 6 months for post-production. Then they do the editing and chop out things or reshoots and stuff like that, and then the music, and then it's usually ready by the time a year rolls around that they finish filming. I'm just reading comments, sorry. Yeah, it's unfortunate that Pedro Pascal took that other job. I mean, I know a man's got to work and a man's got to pay his bills and all that stuff, but come on, dude. You're already signed up for The Mandalorian. Let's get this thing going. No, thanks, DR. No, DR, what happens is some people, like I've had comments, oh, it's another Boba Fett video, huh? That sort of thing, and not that it upsets me or anything, but I do understand when people get bored of hearing about the same subject over and over and over, the same character and stuff like that. I try to change it up a little bit and not make it about the same thing each time. Just still showing my love for Boba Fett. Yeah, thank you, Sydney. I appreciate that. Robin telling DR to calm down. Yeah, DR, I liked your video, man. And if everybody didn't know, yesterday was DR's birthday. All right, everybody. Yeah, so that's the biggest thing I wanted to talk about was that whole misunderstanding about the seasons and all that stuff. And everybody's like, oh no, 2 more years till The Mandalorian Season 3. No, 1 more year. 1 more year. I think I can hold out for that as long as I've got Boba Fett and the Bad Batch going on in that. And hopefully the Bad Batch will come out every year rather than every 2 years. I don't know what happened because it used to be on primetime television when a new season of something would come out, it would air once a week the following year from the last season. So now with the streaming stuff, it's taking for some reason 2 years to make shows. That doesn't just go for Star Wars. That goes for like Stranger Things, Ozark. I think Breaking Bad took a little while to finish up. A lot of shows have been doing that. They've been going 2 years without anything. Grace and Frankie. Yeah, I'm sorry. I love Grace and Frankie. It's a hilarious show. And then I do need to visit a Del Taco because of that show. Jacob asks if I have been to Galaxy's Edge. If so, what were my impressions? Not yet, Jacob. I will be there in 2 weeks. I will be going to Galaxy's Edge. Unfortunately, I could not get it scheduled to where I could build a lightsaber. I did get it scheduled to where Edits and I can build a droid, but we can't get the lightsaber build. I've been checking every day, trying to get in there since about a month and a half ago, and I can't get into it. But I am going to get a legacy saber while I'm there. And being the Mandalorian crazed idiot that I am, I think I'm going to go with the legacy dark saber. I'm going to modify it a little bit because what I'm seeing of it, the black part's just too thin. I need to expand that out a little bit and put some little crackles in it and all that. Droids are cool, yeah. I'm going to go with an R2 unit, I think, on the droid. Um, I'm thinking blue and silver maybe, or well, that'd be R2D2, but or maybe black and orange or something. I don't know. I'll have to see what the choices are when I get there. And let's see if I missed anybody in here. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have fun, Jacob. It's gonna be a blast. It's it's gonna be awesome. Yeah, Don, the scheduling for those things is nuts. Um, See, we had it. This is the third time we had to reschedule our trip to Disney because, um, first of all, last year the COVID thing started happening, and everybody freaked out and quit traveling, and everybody closed everything down. Then they said in July of last year, okay, we're going to slowly start opening things up. So we rescheduled for that. And then we decided not to go to that one because there'd be masks the entire time. And in July, and masks in the summer, we're just like, ugh. So we rescheduled it for this past May and June. Then our travel agent calls us and says, hey, did you guys schedule your visits to the parks? You have to schedule those each day. And we told her, no, you told us to schedule it when we get down there. She's like, no, you have to schedule it now. So we went on and looked, and there were no openings for Magic Kingdom nor the Hollywood Studios parks. The only ones were available were Epcot and Animal Kingdom. And I mean, as cool as those parks are, they're not the main reason I'm going down there. I need to see Star Wars stuff. Um, so we went ahead and rescheduled it to now, well, 2 weeks from now, and started booking our parks. So we got all our parks booked, and then immediately I started trying to get in to do the lightsaber building at Savvy's Workshop or whatever it's called, and could not get in. And I've checked every day since then. Hopefully, when I get down there, there'll be some cancellations and I can get in and build a lightsaber. I really want to build a dark side lightsaber. Um, and then I thought, okay, I'll just get a legacy saber while I'm there. And then I thought, okay, Ray's looks pretty cool and everything, so maybe I'll get that one. It's different. It's different than a standard lightsaber. Um, then I started watching reviews on the dark saber, and wow, yeah, that's the one I'm getting. Ooh, Dawn, yeah, definitely. We'll have to see something with your armor. Please do share that. The harvest going in Kentucky. Well, I'm not a farmer, so I wouldn't know. I am in a semi-rural area, but I don't live on a farm. I just live in a subdivision, really. Yeah, Bobby. Yeah, just if you wouldn't mind, shoot me the address of where you are, and in my Facebook, and then we'll go from there. The wife has said that we can stop by and check it out. Cameo, but like you've never seen. Yeah, I can't wait to see that, Dawn. Hey, good morning, Nice to see you. Huh, that's weird. Because in my latest Django Fett fan fiction, it's all about the medical facilities on Mandalore and stuff like that. I'm not going to tell you why. You have to watch the video. No, I don't work on a moisture farm. Sorry. Not that that would be a bad life, but it looks like they age pretty quickly. I mean, Uncle Owen and Obi-Wan just. Ugh. Yep, got my coffee because my throat dries out a little bit. Actually, I have the script right here in front of me for the next Django Fett. I just have to record it and edit it and all that stuff. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to get back to those. I haven't done one in a while, and I've been meaning to. I've just been goofing off with the Boba Fett stuff, enjoying that. And like I said, I've been getting a lot of hate for that, so I'm gonna back off on it a little bit. Do I have a link for my fan fictions? Yeah, give me just a second here, everybody. I'm gonna jump in here and maybe I can find the first one. There's part 6 and 7, 5. There it is. Alright, give me a second here. I'll pop this right in there for you guys. Alright, that's the first part of the fan fiction that I just put in the comments there. There are 11 parts of it, so be prepared to binge. Hey, Mando with a plan. Good to see you. Looks like all the messages are getting jumbled around a little bit. All right. Yeah, sorry. Um, yeah, hopefully my video doesn't lag too much more. Hey, no problem, Sydney. Yeah, Don, that'd be awesome. I'd love to see a camouflage Mandalorian, kind of like Commander Gree from the clones. Just curious, are there any materials, metals, alloys on Earth? I think the only thing close to Beskar, Jacob, would probably be titanium. I don't know if it's as hard of a metal as that 440 stainless maybe, but that'd be really heavy to carry around. Titanium's a little lighter, but more it's harder to come by. Titanium, it's really expensive. Allison. Tina Belcher style erotic friend fiction, huh? It smells like bacon. Oh, nice. That's funny. I was at a Star Wars convention a few years ago with my oldest son, and we saw a Mandalorian in a kilt. That was pretty cool, though. Yeah, similar but not the same, Robin. Is Yeah, I don't know, Don. I don't know a whole lot about alloys and stuff. Just a little bit. I used to do some welding and machining and stuff like that, so I know a little bit about stainless and different just regular steel that's hardened. But I don't know much about alloys. Friend Vic. Yeah, different steel types for brittleness. The lower the number, like say 440 stainless is ideal. But if you go into 410 or 400 or something like that, it becomes way too brittle. It's really hard, but it's brittle. Um, it's a good heat treated metal. It's good for machining parts and stuff like that, but it's not good for battle and stuff like that. That's funny stuff, you guys. Uh, yeah, so if anybody knows anything about metal alloys a little bit more, maybe you could answer that because I don't know a whole lot about it. Like I said, I did do some machining and welding and stuff like that, and I just didn't get into the whole physics of all of it. All right, so what did you guys think of the last Bad Batch episode? And when Edits and I watched it, yeah, sometimes I wait for him so we can watch the newest episode. Excuse me. Ooh, a little indigestion there. I'm sorry. So when we watched it, I just looked at him and said, I was a little disappointed. And he said, same. So I might have to watch it again just to catch the little subtleties and stuff like that. I'm not real big on the Sid character. I just think she's over the top for a Star Wars character, kind of like Kazuto or whatever his name was, Kaz or Niku. I just think they're a little too over the top and too overacting. I felt the same way about what's her name, Pella. I don't know, in the Mandalorian, the girl that owned the spaceport, and she just wah, 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 you little wolf rat, and I was just like, ooh, here comes DR. There you go. Um, yeah, so I really didn't like Sid too much. I'm hoping that this is nearly the end of seeing that character so often. I mean, once in a while, okay, throw her in for a cameo appearance or something like that, but don't put her in a whole episode. It just drags the episode, and it's like it's like fingernails on a chalkboard when she talks. Yeah, the ATTEs were awesome. I love the action scenes in that Mando with a Plan. I loved the whole siege and all that, and the Raxus and all that. But that whole thing felt more like an episode of Rebels than it did the Clone Wars or anything. So I'm not that that's a bad thing at all because I love Rebels. I think it's a good transition into that style of storytelling, is crossing the Clone Wars with Rebels in these, and then just branching out and it becoming full blown Rebels eventually. So yeah, it was fun. Yeah, I know the last. It's usually the last third of a season that really gets crazy and starts pounding things in, and then boom, they drop you with a cliffhanger. 2 years later, you finally get to see what happens. But that's what it is. Sid does have the possibility of character development, Allison. Um, the thing that I think the thing that gets under my skin about her most is that Trandoshans have a way of speaking that isn't like a normal human. Their bifurcated tongues and stuff like that prevent them from having speech the way we do, like Bosk. He's always drawing out his S's, kind of like you'd imagine a snake to talk. I'm a slithery snake. I'm a little sneaky snake. That guy. Um, it's kind of how you imagine them to talk, but Bosk was great for that, and other Trandoshans we saw in the Clone Wars and stuff like that, and even the ones we saw in, I think we saw some in Rebels as well, if I remember correctly. They were miners or something. Oh, okay, DR. That sounds good. Thank you. All right, I'm just reading you guys' comments. Sorry. I like seeing Hunter really see that Omega was more than a kid and that she has real bona fide skills to bring to the table. Yeah, she does. Omega has a lot of room for development, a lot more than Sid. There's so many possibilities that could come from Omega. I mean, is she force sensitive? Probably not. But she is very intuitive and she's a strategist. And her alteration is that she's a female clone of Jango Fett and that she's a good strategist. Where, if you look at it, Hunter was just a sergeant. Not that that's a bad thing at all. But Rex, Cody, Gree, all those guys, captains and commanders, they're strategists. They do war strategy. Where a sergeant takes them into battle and does the battle plan. They have to adjust on the fly and stuff like that. But Omega may have been bred to be more of a commander type or a captain type or something like that, where she strategizes and all that. Where I'm getting off track, but Hunter is a sergeant. He's supposed to go in and initiate the battle plan, take care of it. They need somebody in the ranks that can come up with a strategy, not just for battle, but for anything they're going to come up with. If they're going to become bounty hunters, or if they're going to be on the run or on the lam, if you will. James Busk. That's awesome. Rhea Perlman's voice is really annoying under the best circumstances. Yes, it is. Yeah, Allison, you're right. Um, let's see what else we got here. We're going off on a whole Lord of the Rings thing now, huh? Fordo. Yeah. And I want to get back to my Clan Scarata fan fictions as well. It looks like they're getting some views now, which, if you look at my videos and if you could see the analytics the way I do, I have one video it's not getting a lot of views, but it's getting views every day, like one or two a day. And it's driving me nuts because it's one of my old videos where I'm wearing the Stormtrooper helmet and the audio is horrible and all that stuff. And it's only getting about a minute of playtime per person that watches it. And I understand why. It's a horrible video. I need to go in and set it to private so it'll quit popping up in people's feeds or searches or something like that. I kept my old videos around just so I could see how I've progressed over time and how my videos have improved, if they've improved. I know the sound quality's definitely improved. Yeah, Billy Bob, I'm not a big fan of that either. I mean, he's got the look of Rambo, and I'm trying to think of. He's got the voice of Clint Eastwood. Yeah, punk, I'm coming to get you. You know, that kind of thing. And I'm not big on that. I like the half skull tattoo on his face. That's pretty cool. But take off the bandana, shave his head a little bit, and, you know. Hey, man, no other plan. No, not at all. I think Bo-Katan is going to try to attack Din Djarin for the dark saber, but I think it's going to become too repetitive of what happened with Death Watch and the True Mandalorians and the New Mandalorians and all that stuff. I think eventually she'll back off and come to realize that her quest for power is it's just that it's just a quest for power, and that it's unnecessary, and that she will see that either Din Djarin or Boba Fett or whoever winds up leading the Mandalorian people have that right to lead them. She's already lost Mandalore twice. She doesn't need to be in charge of it again. I love it that you guys are still calling her Bo Karen. That's awesome. Thanks, Don. Yeah, let's see. You didn't miss too much there, Knut. Good to see you, by the way. Um, okay, let's talk about that Star Wars Visions. We're about at the halfway mark of this live stream. I liked it. I'd like to see more B-roll footage from it. I'd like to see the voice and stuff like that. I'm not a big anime fan, not gonna lie, but I'm gonna give it a try. Just like I gave Resistance a try. I regretted it, but I gave it a try. Um, I think Resistance and the 1978 holiday special are probably the only things Star Wars I didn't like. Take that back. The Droids cartoon and the Ewoks cartoon. I wasn't a big fan of them. But I'm going to give it a try. The animation looks amazing. Uh, I'm not going to deny that. I'm just not a real big anime fan. Oh, that kind of stuff. As long as they keep those kind of reactions out of it, it'll be good. Oh, it's yeah. Boba Tea and Star Wars Visions. I didn't see that part. Yeah, I wouldn't imagine will get a trailer for the Book of Boba Fett until around September, maybe October. We might get a teaser in late August, but we've already had a teaser at the end of Mandalorian season 2, so I think they're going to wait to do a full trailer until September or August. That's my prediction anyway. That's how these things usually go. They don't want to hype it up too early, but then if they want the merchandise out by Christmas, they need to start hyping it up a little bit sooner. No, I didn't see Boba Fett holding tea. Oh, thank you, Allison. I wasn't alone on that sentiment. um, Edits though, he likes anime. He's into like Naruto and Dragon Balls or whatever it's called. I mean, so I support him on that. But just me personally, I've tried to give it a go and everything. I tried to watch The Last Hairbender or whatever it was called, and I just couldn't get into that stuff. Haha, Sydney. Thank you for commenting on that whole Finn Rao thing. I'm all about Finn Rao. I want to see him in more than just Rebels. He has a backstory. He's got a future story as well. He didn't die in Rebels. He managed to get out. Um, but in my fan fiction, I've already got one member of his family in my fan fiction, and you may see Finn Rao pop up in that. Anime, well, I'll tell you what. Yeah, yeah, get on the Boba Fett hype train. That's what I'm trying to do. That's why my latest videos have been about Boba Fett. I'm trying to hype it up and hype it up and hype it up and get everybody ready for December, starting now. I don't want to do every video of mine about Boba Fett, so I mean, I am sticking with the Mandalorian type of stuff, and once in a while throwing in something about Darth Vader or Anakin Skywalker or Luke or something like that. But I really want to hype this up because December is going to be an amazing time. Just kicking it off there. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with anime. I'm not saying that it should be destroyed or anything like that, Billy Bob. I'm just saying it's just not really for me. Let's see. I would also watch anime Star Wars, something like Battle of War 2, but Star Wars. I don't know what any of that is. Sorry, sorry, Peter. Man, I'm just reading through your comments. Sorry. Yeah, I'm not. I do not make fun of you for watching anime. I make fun of the anime. Din and Bo are face to face. Dawn, do you have a link to that? I'd like to see it. That's hilarious. Yeah, I'm just not into the whole. I mean, I love the art style of anime. I do. I love the way it looks and everything. The eyes could be a little smaller, but I know that's one of the properties of being an anime. So I'm not going to complain on that. The thing I have the problem with anime is, oh, huh? What? Those reactions, they're just, yay. They just, yeah, every time. So I'm hoping they don't have too much of that in the Star Wars anime. But Visions is only going to be about 10 episodes, so I will give all 10 episodes a try, just for the lore, really. Peter. You guys have to read Peter's comment. All right? Hey, Mando with a plan. I don't have a problem with it. I mean, everybody has their own thing they like. I don't judge anybody for liking anime. Just to me, that's one of the things. I'm just reading your comments. Sorry. Um, Yeah, I think so too. But when they were doing the interviews with all the artists in that room, the artists were saying this is a dream come true. I've always loved Star Wars and all this stuff, and that's awesome. Because from everything I'm hearing about when the sequels came out and stuff like that, that the Asian market just wasn't into Star Wars. So it's nice to see that some are. Beep. Speaking of which, I did watch the two of the newer Star Trek movies last night. Well, okay, I watched half of each of them. I walked in on the second half of the first movie, and I fell asleep after the first half of the second movie. So I got parts of movies down. I've seen them before. They're really good. I think J.J. Abrams did a great job with it. I know Star Trek fans are upset that J.J. Abrams messed with the lore and all that stuff and the timelines and changed the stories and all that. But you know what? When you're remaking a series like that, you have to change something up. You can't make the same story over and over and over. I mean, look at all the Batman. Look how many times Batman's been redone. And it's basically the same story. His mom and dad are killed by gangsters, turned out to be Joker or whatever, and in front of him, and then he falls in a hole and there's bats, and he gets afraid of bats, so he becomes a bat, and it just all becomes the same thing. And it becomes overplayed and overplayed and overplayed. And I like the Christian Bale series of it, but then after that, I was just like, why are they remaking it again? They just remade it. Hey, good to see you, Allison. Thank you for joining in. Yeah, Mando with a plan. Montross has been heavily in my fan fictions. Um, Great character, great character. I'd like to. You should check him out. I changed him up a little bit from what his original storyline was. I gave him a last name, shocker in that, um, and he's got a good story. I try to stick true with the old Bounty Hunter series and the old Jango Fett comic book series, but more modern and up to the standards of new canon. So check it out. I put a link to the first one in this chat here. Yeah, DR, I agree. Christian Bale was the best one. I'm still reading your comments. I'm sorry. Oh, you're a huge Star Trek fan. That's right. You are, Peter. So, what did you think of the J.J. Abrams remakes of Star Trek? I know they changed the character of Khan a little bit. People were upset by that. Really, I mean, I don't think his story was finished, but I'm just curious why they stopped making the Star Trek movies. I thought they were visually beautiful, um, and well acted. Yes, Canute Montrose Vizsla. Yeah, Dr. They say he's overrated because I think most people that say that have only seen the movies. They haven't read the legend stories or heard the legend stories about what he became and what he overcame and all that stuff and what he grew into. They just think he's this flat character that was accidentally tapped by a blind man and killed. To each their own. I mean, they're allowed to think that if they haven't seen any of the other stuff. And I mean, I really wish they wouldn't comment on my videos with stuff like that until they researched Boba Fett just a little bit to see what he is, see what he became, see what he did, and all that stuff. Um, I think, they just. I usually don't respond to them, but sometimes I do. Like one comment on the Boba Fett villain one was, he's a villain. He works for bad people. He does bad things. He's a villain outright. Okay, he's a criminal. Yes, I will agree with that, but I won't say he's a villain because he's being paid to do these jobs. So I asked him. I said, "What about Din Djarin? Was he a hero or villain?" And he said, "He's a hero. Money doesn't matter to him." Well, he's a bounty hunter. Obviously, money does matter to him. Uh, yeah, he did have a change of heart when with Grogu, but I think part of that was due to force connectivity um, rather than compassion. And it was a child, yes, but at the same time, I think they bonded instantly as soon as he saw him in that little egg thing. You'll get them, Dr. Don't worry. You'll get the Boba Fett haters. They pop out from time to time. Yeah, I mean, Mando does want money. I mean, there was just a ridiculous claim that Mando is a hero and Boba Fett's a villain. The only reason that we see Boba Fett as a villain is because he was tasked with tracking down and returning one of the heroes of the saga. I mean, had the Mithril been one of the main character heroes of the Mandalorian, and then Boba Fett as hired by Grief Karga, the bad guild, had he been tracking the Mithril then, we'd be like, oh, he's a villain. But he's not a villain. He's just a guy tracking people because that's his job, because he's paid to do it. No more of a villain than Dog the Bounty Hunter. Of course, Dog the Bounty Hunter doesn't go killing people. I think he beat his wife, but that's here nor there. But Boba Fett goes by the guidelines that are given to him. Don't use disintegration. Just track them. That's all I need you to do. Han Solo needs to be returned alive. Escort this cargo. That kind of stuff. He goes by the parameters that are given to him, and he usually doesn't go outside of them unless he disintegrates people. Yeah, I understand that, but I do think that he was having second thoughts on handing the child over before he even got with the armor. Um, you could tell because when he was firing up his Razor Crest and everything, he's like, uh, or when he handed the child over, he said, "What are you going to do with him?" And then Werner Herzog's character said, "It is in bad taste to ask that. It's against guild rules," or whatever he said. Um, let's see. Bobo's a villain, and he was not developed. Yeah, I mean, in Empire Strikes Back, when they first showed him, I saw him as a villain. Downright. He's just a villain, just a bad guy. He was working for the Empire. He captured Han Solo, one of the great heroes of the saga. And froze him and then shot at Luke Skywalker and all that stuff. Then in Return of the Jedi, during the Sarlacc battle, I got this weird feeling that he didn't really want to be there. That he really didn't want to be in the middle of this fight. He wasn't getting paid enough for it or whatever. And he was just going to defend himself, and that was it. And if you read the new War of the Bounty Hunters comic books, then you can tell that, yeah, Jabba wasn't his most favorite person. Jabba had put a price on his head and all this stuff because he didn't return Han Solo fast enough. Okay, maybe it wasn't because he didn't return Han Solo fast enough. It's because he got word that he lost Han Solo. But if he trusted Boba Fett that whole time, he didn't know Boba was going to get him back. He's the best bounty hunter in the galaxy. Yeah, Han Solo is a criminal. I mean, he was running spice, which is an illegal drug. Um, what else was he doing? He was in the rebellion, which was against the ruling government of the time. We see him as freedom fighters nowadays, but it's guerrillas and terrorists, really. Um, and, I mean, everybody can say, well, in Return of the Jedi, he wasn't a criminal. Yes, he was. He was still with the rebellion fighting against the ruling government of the time. That's no different than the guy who blew up the federal building. Well, it is a little different because that guy killed innocent people. But Han Solo helped kill innocent people on the Death Star. I don't know. Maybe there were kids on there. Maybe not. Bad comparison. I'm sorry. I'll probably go to Hades for that one. Yeah, Billy Bob, that's in my fan fiction as well. I did a Boba Fett series fan fiction, a short one, about how he got out of the Sarlacc. Now I'm kind of changing my stance on that theory. I'm thinking that Fennec or Dengar, or maybe Bosk, maybe not Dengar, because Dengar is looking like a real douche now in these comic books, but maybe Fennec and Bosk teamed up to help Boba Fett out of the Sarlacc, or something along that lines. I don't know though, because I still like the theory that he got out on his own and passed out, and the Jawas raped him of his armor. I like that theory. That's one of my favorites that I've made. Boba was hard to digest. Well, yeah, his armor made it hard. Oh yeah, that's another thing. The Cad Bane thing. I've been meaning to do some more videos on the Bad Batch. I just haven't done it because not a lot of people are looking at my videos for the Bad Batch. So, I mean, it's here nor there. So I can talk about them in the live streams. Um, if you guys noticed, Cad Bane had the metal plate on his head in Episode 9. So that means the Boba Fett Cad Bane duel is canon. I know a lot of people have reported on that already and talked about it and everything, but it, to me, it's canon now. It's happened. He didn't kill Cad Bane. It might have grazed his head or something like that, but it still shows that he is on par with Cad Bane as far as dueling at this time, and I think we might get another showdown between the two. Oh yeah, definitely, Don. Definitely. Yeah, I think he was happy to hear that Jabba was killed too, and I'm pretty sure you watched my fan fictions on that whole thing of what did I title those? Let me go back to my content here. Give me just a moment. There's the Jodo cast set. I think I need to go forward just a little bit. Sorry. Oh no, I'm all the way at the beginning. Alright, back just a little bit more. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to find this video to see what I titled him. Maybe I'll throw a link to him in there. There it is. Alright, yeah, I'll go ahead and throw a link to this in there. Now, this is my Boba Fett reasoning for not wanting to be at the Battle of the Sarlacc pit. Yeah, I was pretty sure you did watch them, Knut. I remember seeing your comments on there and stuff. So there's a lot of new members too, so I went ahead and put that link in there for them. Yeah, so I'm really excited for some Boba Fett stuff. If you can't tell, I know Dr is gonna have something to say about that. It's pretty funny. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna continue to make my fan fictions, the Jango Fett, the Boba Fett, and all that stuff. I'm gonna continue to do the reviews, theories, and so forth. I just need new content to theorize on. I mean, I've got the Bad Batch going. No, I don't have it going, but the Bad Batch is going, and I can theorize on that all day long. Um, but here's one theory I came up with, and I think I told this to. I think Dawn read this theory on Star Wars Meg's video. I posted the theory in the comments that everybody's all about Crosshair. Crosshair needs to come back. He needs to have his inhibitor chip removed and all that stuff. But my thought is, what if his inhibitor chip gets removed, but he doesn't change? He still stays loyal to the Empire and the hunting down of Jedi. What if Crosshair is the way he is because of his own free will? I think that would be a pretty solid storyline in itself. Yeah, sorry guys. A little bit of dry skin here this summer is really playing havoc on my skin. Yeah, Dr, you said you had some news. What was that? I'm waiting to hear. Yeah, Dr, yesterday you said you couldn't wait for the live stream. I think you left that in the comments of when I said I was sick. You said you had some news. Let's hear it. Ooh, Sesame Street Martians. Are you talking about the yip 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 Martians? Wait a minute. Who are we talking about? It's an ass hat. Let me find out. Oh, Cad Bane. Yeah, yeah. He is. He's a butt hat, definitely for sure. Uh, I like Cad Bane though. Don't get me wrong. He's a really cool character. I like that whole good, bad, and the ugly thing he's got going on. The whole Clint Eastwood vibe I get from him. But here's something I thought about, and I'm surprised nobody popped up and said, my theory is that Cad Bane and Crosshair are the same person because they both chew on toothpicks. So what? I'm surprised nobody has said that, really. No, that's not my theory. I don't think it's plausible or even possible at this point, but it's just funny that nobody has said maybe they're brothers or something like that. Oh, okay, Dr. Yeah, congratulations on the 300 subs. Oh, Crosshair's the butt hat. Yeah, he is. He is. And I'm hoping that it's inevitable that they're going to capture him and remove his chip or kill him. And I don't think they're going to kill him because he's more like their brother than the regs are. I think they'll just capture him and take out his chip. But I'm hoping they find he really is just a douche and follows the Empire and Order 66 anyway. Yeah, so my views have been steadily going up. Not a lot, but they're going up a little bit more. Um, and I'm getting more and more subscribers, like one or two a day or something, which is fine because before I was losing one or two a day, and I was like racking my brain with trying to figure out why this is happening. What am I doing wrong? What can I do better? And all that stuff. So I just buckled down and just started putting out better thumbnails, better titles, stuff like that, trying to improve it a little bit. Peter's Cad Bane. Yeah, I use toothpicks too. Yeah, Sydney, exactly. Star Wars, I know, is about family and redemption and all that stuff. And coming back together and reuniting and apologizing for what you've done and all that. But I think Crosshair should just be what he is. I don't think they should have him as apologetic or anything. I think he should just continue being what he is. He's going to be a death trooper. Let it go. Let him do it. Hi, Carly. Cad Bane's a toothpick fanatic. Next season, or the end of this season, something will happen and Omega will be part of it. Crosshair will kidnap her or try to. Yeah, I think so too. Something's got to happen with Omega. We got to move her story along. Every episode's just kind of inching it a little bit, tiny bit, but we're getting all this grander scope of all the other characters when she should be the focus. Like, get off Rambo for a minute. Nobody cares. Nobody likes him. I like Tech and I like Echo. Wrecker's good comedy relief, but Tech and Echo definitely need to be working with Omega on this. I've got about 4 minutes left, Canute. Wow, you got 100 in a day. That's awesome, DR. Congratulations on that. It's because of the iCarly stuff, huh? Hey, don't get me wrong, guys. I like iCarly. My older kids grew up with it, and we used to watch it all the time, and I just kind of got hooked on it. As things go, people do. It's not like it's daytime television or anything, soap operas. And I was like, oh my God, I did have a weird dream that somebody I knew was a child actor on Days of Our Lives or something. It's weird stuff. Yeah, I think episode 9 was a better episode. Episode 10 was a good episode, don't get me wrong. It was just filler, but I do like the action sequence of them going to rescue the senator from Raxus. I forget his name now. But I thought that was a really good touch with the ATTEs slowly chasing each other. If anybody thought the slow chase in Last Jedi was bad, they could have drugged this one out a lot slower because those ATTEs were not moving very fast. How else did it work? Yeah, you're right, Robin. He did have a point. Really? I didn't know that, Don. Lots of Mando theme memes spun off iCarly. Huh, that's weird. Yeah, I liked iCarly. Sorry. I wasn't a big Hannah Montana fan or anything like that. Um, just something about iCarly's older brother that just resonated with me because he was goofy and I'm kind of goofy and I embarrass people in public and I do stupid things. Like yesterday, my wife and I were out shopping for shorts and stuff to take to Florida, um, and I found some. And as soon as I got up to the cashier, I held up my shorts. I was like, "Shorts! I got shorts!" And my wife looks at me. She goes, "Really? Here?" And sometimes I'll sing and dance through aisles of stores and stuff, or just make jokes. Like one time we were at the grocery store and. Um, we were paying. She doesn't take me to the grocery store often because she hates when I go with her because I embarrass her. But we're checking out, and I looked at the cashier. I said, "She's gonna let me eat today." And everybody she just looked at me. My wife looked at me like, "Oh my God!" Just outside. One time we were getting ready to go in the grocery store, and I think Edits was with us this time, and she said, "Please, nothing weird today." And so I just took off running and skipping, going, "Grocery store! Going in the grocery store!" I grabbed a cart, and this lady was coming out of the grocery store, and I was like, "Hi!" Yeah, Spencer Robin. I like Spencer. He's a good one. Yeah. Oh, edits. Yeah. I do crazy things to the kids in the grocery store too. Like I'll knock them into end caps and knock stuff over, and I, I keep the workers there in a job essentially. It's fun. If you can dodge a water bottle, you can dodge a ball. I haven't read it yet, Knut. I did pick it up the other day, but I haven't had a chance to read it yet. I am excited to read it. I don't think this is the first episode Dirge is in, though, is it? I can't remember. I think there was one with Vader that Dirge was in, or maybe this is the one everybody's been talking about. But I am going to read it. I didn't make you sit in water. I made you sit on water. On water bottles, to be exact. So, yeah. Yeah, it's a blast. I have fun. I mean, I try to make people laugh when I go out in public. People see the same things every day. The same people. How you doing? Good morning. Hey, great day. What about the weather? Stuff like that. They don't get people running up to them going, "I got shorts." It brightens them up a little bit. And like when a server comes over to the table, they're like, "Hi, I'm Amanda. I'll be taking care of you today." I'm like, "Hi, I'm Gerald. You'll be taking care of me today." Stuff like that, just to make them laugh. Billy Bob, yeah. See, I don't mind. I mean, I know my wife gets embarrassed and everything, but I try telling her, "When's the next time you're going to see this person?" Probably never, especially when we're in Florida. I'm going to go nuts. Yeah, if you can dodge a demon, you can dodge a ball. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and cut out of this. Ran over by a couple minutes. I really do enjoy these. Like I said, next Saturday I will be doing another one. After that, though, it'll be sporadic from Disney World until I get back. So, if you're new here, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications. Stay up to date on all my Star Wars content, especially the Boba Fett stuff, Jango Fett, Mandalorians. You name it. I'm doing it. And go ahead and give the video a like. Please go over and hit that thumbs up. That really does help boost my views and stuff like that. Let's get my name out there, and let's get Dave Filoni on board with hiring me as one of his writers. I would love that. So, like I said, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Also, channel memberships are available. So, for a little bit extra a month, all the money I get from the memberships goes right back into the channel. Like, as you can see, I got a nifty new, oh, sorry for that there. I got a nifty new skin here for my microphone, pop filter, and a boom arm with the last month's channel membership stuff. Next month, I'm going to get a new teleprompter, and like I said, everything goes right back into the channel. So, go ahead and hit that thumbs up, and everybody, thank you for